How's it going, Terrell?
What's up, man?
How you feeling, and just what's practice been like for you? You able to go full go? Just what are these first few days been like for you back on the field?
I feel good, honestly. Just going through the motions, doing everything I got to do. You know, I missed a lot of football in these past 2 years, but I feel a lot better comparative to where I was before. And I've been going through everything. I've been doing everything. I've been doing team, been doing the one-on-ones. Oh, snap. I've been doing indie drills. I've been doing everything. So it feels pretty good to be back and doing everything I need to be doing.
So you're a Chevy man? Is that safe to say?
I'm a GM, man.
Okay.
I saw this at the gas station at AutoZone. I was like, it's a cool hat, so I picked it up.
I like it. I like
Yeah,
it.
appreciate it, man.
As a Chevy man, I was just kind of curious what last season was like for you as you were battling through that injury and trying to play as much as you could.
So, I drive a Cadillac, by the way. Oh, okay. Yeah, I drive a Cadillac. But last season compared to wait, ask the question one more time.
Just working through last season with the injury and trying to get right.
Okay, yeah. Well, the injury bug been lingering around for me for the past 2 years, man, and it's just been something I've been having to deal with, and it's been annoying to say the least. Feeling like I can't play as good as I want to, and then having to deal with the mental battles, and then having to contradict and and deal with everything I have to deal with all the injuries and stuff, and just having to try to come back into the season knowing that we need players on the edge with stretch going down and everything. And I didn't have an ACL, but I did have a knee injury, and I was thinking I could come back and do everything I wanted to do, but it was just it didn't really feel right, so it was just an off and on battle. So coming into now and going into winter workouts, I feel like I had a really good winter, building muscle and everything, building my armor around me, so the injuries won't be as prevalent as they are, as they were before. So it's just taking it day by day, still doing rehab, still doing everything. So by the time the season comes around, I can be definitely 100%. I feel really good now, but I know I can be definitely better.
Joe, you kind of hit on it, just the mental challenge of being able to come over an injury like that and not thinking about it. How do you battle that every day in practice, and can you sense just, every time you go out there, you're thinking less and less every time you make a cut?
Yeah, so it's more so with me and having to deal with the injuries that I've been going through, because last season was my third surgery I done had. So at this point, it's like, it doesn't even matter. I'm going to do what I got to do regardless. But it's just at times I know that there will be times where I'll just feel something. And then it's like, okay, I just got to push through it. But if I feel like I can't go, I'm not going to go, because the coaches, of course, are going to take care of me. But at the same time, as far as like right now goes, I know I'm feeling like really good. And that's like those battles and everything and conflicting myself and saying, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that. Right now, I know that I can do stuff. And I know that I also have to be I have to do more in the training room and do everything so I can be 100%. But at the same time, I know that in order for me to be where I want to be, I just need to do as much as I can, because I missed so many reps these past 2 years when it comes to playing football. Back when I was at NC State, and then last year only missing basically 80% of the season. So it's just I just need to make sure I get as many reps as I can. So.
Terrell, a little bit on the same thing, but when you're trying to fight back last year and get healthy, and then you can't quite get ready before the end of the season.
Mm-hmm.
I guess just what's that kind of like when you are kind of working as hard as you are to get back, and obviously the season ends. I guess how'd you kind of deal with that, and I guess what's it kind of been like now, having been a little bit closer to full go now?
I'm not gonna lie, it's annoying to say the least. Anybody that's been through injuries, if they say it's not, they're lying. It's like building up everything, and then finally, because the injuries I had at NC State, coming here, and it's like, okay, I finally feel good. And then right when I was like really feeling like myself again, I got hurt. And then it was like, it kind of put me into tears a little bit, because I was like, why am I going through this again? And it's just really annoying just having to deal with that. And then also trying to play through injuries. That's not like, oh, like I banged my knee yesterday or something, like I'm gonna be back. Like, it's not like a serious injury, but when you go through surgery, it definitely like leaves a mark on you, and you have to work through it and deal with it, and you have to go through all these battles and all these mental challenges and everything. So it's definitely annoying, but I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like it definitely makes me a tougher individual. It makes me stronger. So it's just it depends on how you look at it and how your outlook on the situation.
Terrell, no, it's spring. There's no real depth chart or anything yet. Do you consider yourself a starter?
See, I'm not gonna really touch on that because everything's going on. But I say everybody in our room, we working hard, we doing everything we need to do. I'm playing good. Brian Thomas playing good. Tyreek is doing really good. Dez is playing really good. Westmoreland's in the room. He's balling right now. So it's just a collective. As a collective unit, just want to get better and be as best we want to be.
When you do get back into those reps in the swing, is it just knocking off rust? Or something you're trying to work on? What's that process like of actually trying to get yourself to play football again?
All right, yeah, that's that one more time.
When you do get back on the field, is it just trying to knock off rust? Is there one specific thing you're trying to work on? What is that kind of like once you actually are on a field again?
It's a mixture of everything. So I gotta knock the rust off, missing all the time, and then also gotta build confidence off like pivoting off my foot and like really playing off it and doing all the moves I need to do. And my get off, making sure my get off is good as it was before, make it even better. And then also, mostly just building confidence back into myself because the amount of time that I missed has definitely left a mark on me, and it's been a little detrimental, but at the same time, it's just I know I got to work through it. So it's, like I said before, the previous question I got, whoever asked it, it's like I just need to keep taking reps to build that confidence to make sure that at the end of the day and about time when the season comes back around and going through spring ball, fall camp, by the time the season comes around, I'll have that confidence back in myself.
You're obviously going to be able to get a lot of reps because there aren't a bunch of defensive ends on the team. So how cool has that been for you and I guess the other guys as well to know that a lot of opportunities out there for y'all to get those reps?
I think we appreciate it right now because it's allowing all of us to get better and we all get a good amount of reps and it's not like, oh, you do this, you do that, you do that. It's just everybody is in the room. It's just there to get better, and that's how we're all just looking at it. We're not worried about depth. We're not worried about anything. We're just worried about getting better. All of us are getting like a good amount of reps, like I said. So it's just something we're really appreciating and really just striving to get better and everything.
Trey, you mentioned some of those hard moments and that, maybe it brought you to tears at times. I guess just what was that like? I guess how'd you kind of fight through that? I guess what was maybe motivating you or what got you through those times?
So it's just how I got through it. I got to live every day. So it's just like I don't have an option to really just say, oh, I can't do this today. I can't do that any other day. It's like regardless of how I feel and how I physically feel, I mentally feel, like I still have to come to the facility. I still have to go to rehab. I still have to do the practice stuff. I still have to do everything. Still need to go to meetings. So it's just a lot of, even when you're not feeling it, you still have to push yourself to do what you need to do. And then also having Coach Lucas in my ear talking to me like, you're going to be good and like just trust God and do everything you need to do. And also just really praying and then making sure that I'm talking to God, just know that even though this is not something I want to go through, it's like something maybe have a positive outlook and being like, okay, this is something I can be going through to make me a tougher individual down the end of the road. So it's just depending on how my outlook is on the situation, because I definitely like I said, this was like my third surgery, so I definitely, at this point, especially when I'm finally feeling better, it's like, dang, I got hurt again. Like, it's why is this happening to me? Because there's been so many cases where other people, like, they go through their whole college career, no injuries, perfect career, everything. So it's been tough, but I gotta go through it. So it's like NC State, I had my really good season. Then the season after that, got hurt, missed that whole season basically. And then finally feeling good once again. Coaches were noticing and everything. And I'm like, okay, I'm really finally built that confidence up. Then I'm out again. So it's just like so many ups and so many downs. But at the end of the day, it's like I have to come to the building. I have to do what I need to do in order to reach the goals that I have and make the achievements that I have and everything. And that's what.
And with Coach Lucas, now that you got a full year working with him, what's it been like throughout this whole time?
Coach Lucas is a great coach, man. He relates to us. He's just a great coach. Everything that he does, it's easy to come to talk to him about anything. when he calls, easy to talk to him when he picks up, and then he makes it really easy to get the plays and know the installs. So it's just really having a coach like him and having him like closer to our age, and then also just playing football too and going through the same struggles and stuff that we've been through and everything. It just makes it a lot easier. And also this has been really great having Coach Lucas as a coach. Appreciate you.